Maya hid one Instagram story from one person, then checked the profile visitor timing like it could tell her who looked. That was the whole point. At 10:48 on a Thursday night, she posted a quiet date night story from a ramen place in Chicago. 2 bowls, 1 black jacket sleeve, no face, no tag, no location sticker, nothing dramatic. Before she posted it, she opened Instagram settings and hid the story from Sienna, her boyfriend's ex. Then, 11 minutes later, Sienna posted one line. "Some girls hide the table and still call it peace." Maya stared at it so long her screen dimmed. Do not do the thing where you turn one vague post into a courtroom. She could not see it. Could not see what? The table. That is why she wanted the visit time, the repeat visits, anything that could help her sort the pattern without pretending Instagram had handed her a private name. It is also the kind of mess people bring to Synapse AI. Not tell me exactly who looked, but show me whether this timing keeps coming back. That was the part that made it hard to let go. Not the sentence. People post vague sentences all day. The timing was the hook. The story went up at 10:48. Sienna's post went up at 10:59, and Sienna was not in the viewer list because Maya had hidden the story from her before it went live. Drew, Maya's boyfriend, had told her Sienna was harmless. His exact words were, "She is just online. She posts like that about everything." Maybe that was true. Sienna did post vague things. She posted about rain when it was sunny. She posted about betrayal after getting bangs. She posted, "Some people confuse silence with power," on a random Tuesday. But twice before, her vague posts had landed right after Maya and Drew did something couple-ish in public. The first time was after Drew reposted Maya's coffee shop photo. Sienna posted, "Some girls need witnesses for everything." The second time was after Maya changed her profile picture to one Drew had taken. Sienna posted, "A camera angle can lie too." Rena hated this. This is exactly how people lose sleep. You take a sentence that could mean anything, then you make it about you because the timing hurts. I know. That is why I hid the story from her this time. And that was the test Maya wished she had never run. The viewer list looked normal. Rena saw it because Maya screen recorded the whole thing like a person who already knew she was acting weird. 2 close friends, Drew's cousin, a coworker from her old job, a girl from yoga. No Sienna. Then came the post. "Some girls hide the table and still call it peace." Maya did not text Drew right away. She wanted to, but she also wanted to be the kind of woman who did not send screenshots at 11:04 p.m. with a paragraph that started, "Explain this." So she called Rena. Rena watched the screen recording twice. There are 3 boring explanations before the dramatic one. Great. Hurt me. 1. Coincidence. Sienna posted a vague line and your brain connected it to the ramen table. 2. Mutual leak. Someone who could see the story mentioned it. 3. Drew. I am not saying Drew sent it. I am saying Instagram cannot prove that from this. That mattered, because there is a dangerous moment in this kind of story where attention starts to feel like evidence. A fast story view feels like a confession. A vague post feels like a threat. A profile visit window feels like a name. But Instagram does not hand you a clean truth just because your stomach drops. The next morning, Maya did not ask Drew about Sienna. She did something smaller. She changed her profile photo back to an older solo picture from last summer. No Drew, no ramen, no hint. Just Maya in a blue shirt on a bridge. She left it up. No story, no post, no caption, no message. At 11:02 that night, the same late-night attention window appeared again in the profile activity data she was tracking. Not a name, not proof, a window. That is more interesting than the quote. Why? Because the first night had a hidden story. The second night had only a public profile change. If the same window repeats around public relationship-adjacent changes, that is a pattern. Still not a verdict, but a pattern. Maya hated that answer because it was calm. She wanted the answer to be either, "You are crazy," or "You caught them." Calm was harder. Calm meant she had to stop chasing certainty and look at the relationship. This is where a tool like Synapse AI has to be talked about carefully. It can help organize public signals, timing clusters, repeat visits, story viewer behavior, profile changes. The difference between one random moment and a pattern that keeps showing up. What it cannot do is name a hidden viewer from nothing. It cannot read private accounts. It cannot tell you that an ex is jealous, in love, stalking, or guilty. It cannot turn a vague post into a confession. That boundary is the whole reason the story matters, because Maya's real problem was not Sienna's sentence. It was Drew. On Saturday, Maya asked him one question, not 10, not a speech, not a trap. Are you sending her pieces of our relationship? Drew looked offended first, which Maya expected, then tired, which she did not. No, I am not sending screenshots. Maya waited. Then he added, she still replies to my stories sometimes. There it was. Not a confession. Something quieter and more annoying. Do you answer? Sometimes. I do not want drama. Rena later said the sentence should be printed on a flag. I do not want drama. People say that when they are already feeding it. Drew had not sent the ramen story, at least not that he admitted. Maya never got a neat answer about the table line, and honestly, maybe there was no neat answer. Maybe a mutual mentioned it. Maybe Sienna guessed. Maybe Sienna had a habit of posting knives into the fog and letting people walk into them. But Maya did get the answer she needed. Drew had kept a side door open and called it peace. That is why the timing mattered, not because it proved who viewed what, because it pointed Maya toward the place where the relationship was leaking. After that, Maya stopped testing Sienna. No more hidden stories to see if a vague post appeared. No more changing photos at 11 p.m. No more turning her own profile into a little crime scene. I do not need you to control what your ex posts. I need you to stop making me feel dramatic for noticing the door is open. Drew asked if she trusted him. I trusted you before I had to start measuring the silence. That was the line that finally made him stop defending the internet and start listening. Here is the clean read. One story view means very little. One vague post means even less. One profile visit window can be noise. But when the same kind of attention repeats around public relationship changes, it is worth slowing down. Not to accuse, not to spiral, not to pretend you have private proof, just to ask a better question. What changed right before the attention returned? Who benefits from keeping things unclear? And why does this relationship require so much investigation to feel safe? Maya never proved that Sienna saw the hidden story. She did not need to. The pattern did not tell her who was watching. It told her what the relationship was costing her.